Good morning or good afternoon, everybody, and thank you for the invitation. I am Sebastien CANN, the Business Development Manager of 폴메르'에 Bretagne Atlantique. I'm in charge of international relationships within the cluster. And we recently have started to discuss with some Korean partner, and particularly with Hanyang University Eureka campus. We have recently signed a letter of intent in order to sign later an MOU in order to serve as a foundation for future detailed application agreements, particularly in connection with the fact that South Korea will soon become an associated country within the Horizon Europe program. And we are also working with Business France and the French Embassy in South Korea on exploratory mission regarding offshore wind, and this will take place from 1st to 4th of July. Today's presentation will be in three parts. One, to give you a brief history of our cluster in order to let you understand where we are coming from. I will share with you the main key performance indicators, KPI, and I will share also with you some thoughts, some case to success. So, as a start, the French government has decided in 2004 to launch a call for projects within the various organizations, technopoles, chambers of commerce, professional organization, in order to merge some clusters, competitiveness clusters. From this call, 73 organizations have been certified by the French government, each one on a specific topic and on a specific territory. And on this matter, the idea is to bring together companies, research labs, training organizations around innovative projects on a specific territory to help economic development to raise. Our playground is the western part of France. So firstly, we started with Brittany region, the one in red here. It's a territory of about 3.4 million inhabitants with a large coastline of 2,700 kilometers, plus several islands, with about 5,600 companies with maritime activities. And since 2014, we have extended the territory to the other region called Région Pays de la Loire, which is almost the same size with 3.8 million inhabitants. And that's the specificity of our cluster. We have a twin cluster located in the southern part of France called 폴메르'에 Méditerranée, with whom we are fully coordinated since the beginning. So it's a long-term wedding. We are two different organizations as we are an association, fully independent in the western part of France. And our colleague from the southern part is a branch of the local technopole. But that's one of the key of success is our ability to work together, even though we do have some different organizations, models. Our teams are talking each other every month, as we want to have a coordinated approach regarding the public fundings. And we also have developed a joint venture with our colleagues from 폴메르'에 Méditerranée. Rapidly, I will go through the history, main dates, but what you have to know is that regularly, about every 5 years, the French government is questioning or assessing the policy regarding the competitiveness clusters. And we are now in the 5.0 phases contract. And from the beginning of this policy till now, of course, there have been political changing and the number of clusters has also decreased because some have not found their business model or some have merged with some other. So we started with 73, as I said, in 2005, and now there are 54 competitiveness clusters in France. So about the areas we are covering, and that's one of the key points, I guess, or in comparison with what we have in France, we have made a kind of map of the main activities we are focusing on, like defense, maritime safety and security, naval and yachting, marine energy and mining resources, marine biological resources and environment and coastal valorization, and at least port logistics and shipping. This is not at all a silos vision. It's a way for us to structure the animation of our members, but we do encourage the cross-fertilization between those 6 areas. What you also have to know that we mainly focus on industrial partners. It means that we do not directly address the B2C maritime activities like tourism. So if we move to the second part of my presentation, some of the main KPI I would like to share with you. If you have one figure to keep in mind, it's this one. 85 is the number of the proportion of certified project that has obtained public funding with the support of our organization. This is what the foundation of the cluster is, this ability to support innovation. Because we bring a full team, I will share with you this organization later. We help them to find out the financial support, either mainly public but also private. And this is a kind of guarantee for the various stakeholders around these innovation projects. But we do also have other many KPI. Some of them is, of course, the number of members. We have a significant membership of 450 members, mainly SMEs, about 75% of this figure, but also large companies, academics, and professional organizations. Other KPI, it's the number of certified projects. So this figure is regularly changing every month. We have a board that certifies the new projects. And those 559 certified projects do represent 1.7 billion of R&D investments. That's the global amount since the creation of the cluster, for which we have been able to raise over 466 million euros of public fundings. So those are the main figures that you have to keep in mind, our KPI. But beside this, we have also certified some structuring projects, 14. There is no direct economic development question behind those projects, but they do help to organize the ecosystem. For instance, we have helped and transition institution around the marine renewable energies to merge about 10 years ago, and we seek for them some public funding within a major program. And now they are fully independent. We are also still part of their management, but they are really structuring part of the ecosystem. Because it's nowhere to innovate if we don't have the skill within the workforce. We do have also certified 43 trainings within the academics parts of our membership. And we do also have some European projects in which we are involved at ongoing. We have 8 European projects on various topics. For us, the idea is to bring our member on board those projects. In order to give you an idea, I will share this example of project called CREDOC that you can see. It was a collaborative project that has been certified in 2018, so it's quite late now, but they have some good feedback. It's a project aiming at monitoring financial transaction in the shipments of goods. It's a 1.1 million euro project with an SME called Semsoft, a large company called CLS, and a French lab called IRISA. It was funded by the Brittany region through the European Regional Development Fund called FEDER. And this CREDOC project led to a concrete service for the stakeholders involved in the international trade, and this is the Leicester platform. This software solution created and is operated by Semsoft the CREDOC project was finalized. And the solution is aiming at 2 targets. First one are the financial institutions, commodity traders, carriers, freight forwarders, in order to provide automated controls and processes regarding international trade. I mean, if a ship stop in a place where it's not allowed to stop, for instance. But it's also targeting the national coast guards, customs, sea harbors, authorities, and naval forces. The Leicester solution enables the monitoring and screening of containers to fight trafficking activities and prevent illicit maritime activities through a risk-based approach. So, this being said, let's move to the kind of key to success. I will not go through, of course, all those functions. That's the overview of our team, but that's one of the key I wanted to share with you. We are a team of about 30 people, with one specificity is that 12 of them are hired by the 폴메르'에 Association, and 18 people, about 8 full-time equivalents, are what we call staff on secondment. It means that some of our members decided to affect some of their people to work for the cluster. And the second point I wanted to share that we have an agile organization with various entries. One with the 6 domain we are targeting on. That's the top of this line here, the 6 domain we are specifically working on. The second entry point is through the territories. We are, as I said, covering 2 regions, and we have some people in those various areas. And third, we had some transversal activities serving all the domain, and of course a direction. Second key I wanted to share with you is the committed governance what we have. As I said, we are an association. It means that those people have been elected by their peer, and we have 4 colleges, large group, SMEs, R&D, and professional organizations. And they are committed because we do hold a monthly board meeting. So they have to review all the projects that we have been submitted by our members. So it's a strong involvement of those people. The cluster is chaired by Thales, which is a large company. But SMEs and large company have, as you can see, the same number of representatives within the board. So that's also a thing that is quite attractive for SMEs to join the cluster. Third key to success, that's our thematic roadmap that you can find, but in French on our website, but I'm sure that you can find also a way to translate it easily. That's a document that we have produced within the five phases for the cluster. Uh, the strong point of this is that it's coordinated with the regional innovation strategy and the national also an innovation strategy. It targets the technologies and markets that we are focusing on from the period 2023 till 2026, which is corresponding to the 5 phases of the cluster. But we do also foresee some upcoming topics, so I'll invite you to look at this document. Number 4 is the agile accreditation process that we have been able to develop. I didn't mention it, but at the beginning, we just had one specific fund that we were addressing with about 150 million euros per year for all the competitive clusters. That was in 2005, and now there are about 10 different funds that we are addressing. So we have completely shifted our accreditation process. And its accreditation process is a collective improvement of a project and also a selection process which is guaranteeing a certain level of quality. And that's the point that the bankers, the public funders are seeking from us because they know that the project has been already inspected, let's say. And finally, the number 5 is that, of course, to make this population of members alive, we have to have frequent contact with our member. And so we have a whole range of events that we are organizing. Some are on the same format every year, like our General Assembly, like the Ocean Business B2B convention, and also some thematic events that we are organizing. So the point behind this is that, of course, we have to be at the top of the front to give some topics to our members to keep innovating and to think out of the box. So those are the main points I wanted to share with you. And I could mention some other, like our partners club, like the funding committees. But of course, if there are some questions, I'll be happy to answer. And I will say, 감사합니다.
네, 감사합니다. 폴메르 해양 클러스터에 대한 아주 좋은 사례에 대해서 발표를 해주신 것 같고요. 특히 뭐 폴메르 클러스터의 프로젝트 인증된 프로젝트 중에서 공공 및 민간 자금 조달이 85% 높은 성공률을 보이고 있다는 걸 보면 얼마나 효율적으로 잘 운영되고 있는지를 좀 알 수 있었던 것 같습니다. 저희가 한두 개 질문을 플로어에서 좀 받고자 합니다. 그래서 온라인에 잠깐 계시고요. 질문 있으시면 한번 해주시면 감사하겠습니다.
Sorry.
두 가지 질문이 있습니다. 하나는 굉장히 전문화된 조직과 전문 인력을 운영하고 계신데 그 운영 비용을 어떻게 충당하고 계신지, 이게 정부의 지원이 있는 건지 아니면 회비를, 그러니까 파트너로부터 회비를 받는 형식인 건지에 대한 부분이 참 궁금하고요. 두 번째는 처음 이 폴메르가 시작될 때 이게 민간에서부터 시작된 건지 자발적으로, 아니면 어떤 정부의 계획과 정부의 펀딩을 통해 시작된 건지가 궁금합니다.
Okay. To answer about the how we operate, we do operate a budget with either fees for our members. So we have various levels depending on the size and the type of our memberships. But we do also have some public subsidies coming from the government through the regions, depending on the objectives that we are reaching or not. And lastly, we do also have some services that we do invoice to some of our members. That's another interesting point that I could share with you. We do organize some call for projects for mainly major groups like Orange or like Iberdrola in the marine renewable sector. They use us to organize those call for projects on some specific projects, and as it is some additional services, we do invoice them for this. And to answer to question 2, we started so as I said, it was a call for project from the French government, but it was initiated both by a short team of local organization, but mainly public, but also private companies that has joined this small committee at the beginning. So to give you an answer, it was supported by the local chamber of commerce, the city of Brest and its technopole at the beginning, by IFREMER, the French research institute, but also rapidly with Thales Naval Group, who saw in this organization a way of a kind of open innovation process to help them also to keep at the forefront. And also a way to stimulate economic development on our region and to specialize it in this blue economy.
예, 감사합니다. 마지막으로 하나만 더 질문을 하겠습니다. 그 폴메르 이 조직의 어떤 법인격이 어떻게 되는 거죠? 이게 기업인지 비영리 단체인지 아니면 정부 기구인지 공공기관인지 어떤 그 조직의 형태가 있을 것인데 어떤 건지 좀 궁금합니다.
We are an association. So it's a specific status which has some advantages, but also some disadvantages. It's quite, as I said, agile. One of the things which is, I think, quite clever is that we have the ability to valorize the time spent by the staff and secondments in our budget, which allows us to make it a little bit bigger because, as I said, we are about 30 people and it's about 20 full-time equivalents. But we do not hire, as I said, 20 people. We just do hire 12 people. And so we are an association, as I said, with a government which is really committed in the management of the organization. We have a steering committee that also gather every month. And also we do have a strategic committee that we bring together. So beside the legal status of the association, we do also bring the Navy, French Navy organization, some researcher to once a year see what are the next steps that we should achieve.
예, 감사합니다. 묻고 싶은 게 너무 많은데 아무래도 눈치가 보여서 마무리 짓고 그다음에 꼭 프랑스로 찾아뵙도록 하겠습니다. 감사합니다.
더 질문.
네,
해도
Thank you.
아니면
잠시만요. 안하영 박사님.
예, 발표 잘 들었습니다. 저는 부산광역시 산하의 정책연구기관인 부산연구원에 있는 장하용이라고 합니다. 발표 내용 중에 이제 다 언급은 하시긴 했는데 국가와 지자체의 그런 역할을 한 번만 좀 더 구분해서 좀 자세하게 설명해 주시면 감사하겠습니다.
It has changed in the recent phases. As I said at the beginning of the cluster, it was led by the Ministry of Industry from the state level. And well, that's the various political orientation that our countries may know, but it has shifted, and the cluster policy is now operated by the regions. But the government is still keeping, of course, an eye on it because we do have some interactions at the national level. So what I would say is that it's for us very important to be both present at the regional level in order to be stuck to the ideas and the orientation of our regional partners. So we are contributing to some of their works. For instance, my manager is part of a committee gathered by the regional council in order to give the next orientation to the regional globally on the economic development parts. But we are also very involved at the national level. For instance, we are working with the French Ministry for Sea Resources and Maritime Activities on some roadmap on the decarbonization of shipping, and so we do have to have this bilateral approach to be to be in the game, to be still counting for our partners. And that's why also our members are very interested in our work, because they can find in one place either both the regional and the national opportunities. We are strongly working also with the French Defense Ministry, and we raise some opportunities for our members for some dual use, for instance, both civil and military innovations.
네,